I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about I got her back for now. Well, many of you guys are in positions with your ex where there may be some slight communication going on, and a lot of your behavior is going to dictate whether or not you have another shot with her or him, because our behavior has a huge impact on attracting somebody and re-attracting somebody. And it's very, 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 very easy to make mistakes in this situation because you're very anxious and you're very scared and you're very dependent on the outcome. Well, I can tell you guys that I know your situation feels hopeless. I've been there, but that doesn't mean it is. And I highly suggest that you be proactive in how you handle your situations as opposed to be reactive. I did a Skype with somebody this morning who said, well, I'm just going to wait for her to get her back, and then I'm going to do all the work and figure, he's like, then I'll work as hard as I can. No. I told him that is not going to work. If you have that mindset, you're done. You've got to do the work now so you have every opportunity to re-attract them, because you might only get a very limited window of opportunity. And this is a good email that I'm going to get to, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much because, you know, I just launched my channel last June and I hit 1 million views this week. And I'm just blown away by the love and support that I get from you guys every day, the thoughtful emails, and when we're Skyping together, you guys always have such positive, kind things to say about my work. So I just wanted to say thank you. I really do appreciate that. It's hard to believe. It's been a year already, and close to like 275 videos, and just getting warmed up. Today's video is from a guy that I just did an email coaching with over the weekend. Talk about cutting it by the skin of his teeth. I mean, I literally sent him back his reply on Saturday, and today he sent me an email on what happened. So, this guy is in his mid-50s, and he's dating a woman in her late 30s for about 6 months. Now, the crazy thing about this is that this breakup was 6 weeks ago. So he happened to do the email coaching on, I think, Friday, maybe it was Thursday night. I got it to him, and then he wound up seeing his ex. So, this is why I tell you guys, be proactive. You never know what's going to happen. So he was telling me about her and the situation. He said that she had a very loving mother, and sometimes a bit rough of a father, who became later more mild and loving too. She had a 1 year older dominating sister with which she has had problems with in her youth, but now they have a good relationship. He said that the problem was that she often had expectations about our relationship, but didn't really communicate them, and instead bottled things up. And you may have heard me talk about this in other videos, but what I think is going on here is in her early childhood, with her attachment to her caregivers, probably dad, based on what he said, she didn't feel like she could communicate to her father and ask her for what she needed, so she learned to suppress that. And so now she's doing the same thing in her romantic relationships. He says she's very thin-skinned. Then, from time to time, it all came out in an emotional eruption. It was about having not enough time for her and not seeing her emotional needs. Otherwise, she was mostly sweet and engaging even directly after her eruptions. So, she suppressed things. She's like Mount Vesuvius, and she just couldn't hold it, and then she would explode all over you. And it's probably because of that relationship she had with her caregivers, and so she couldn't feel safe talking about things, asking for what she needs, and so when things bother her, she kept it bottled up and all over the place. It all spiraled down from okay, and he says not good, to bad within 2 weeks. And I couldn't manage that process. My feelings were injured as well when she said she's thinking about the relationship, and then I withdraw physically and emotionally. Okay, makes sense to me. She tried 2 times to communicate about the problems, not enough time for her, and not seeing her emotional needs. He says seeing her emotional needs, by the way. I think a lot of us would consider it meeting her emotional needs. And I really didn't handle it well. Instead of confirming her feelings, I defended myself, but also tried to present her some compromises regarding that time. Okay, but, you know, a lot of times when somebody's upset like that, logic and reason is not the way to go. In other words, you're trying to present a logical reason and explanation to how you can spend more time together when she really needs you to comfort her and feel connected to you again. I never acted too emotional about it, but of course, in the first 2 weeks after the breakup, I tried on 2 occasions to convince her, said that I could understand her and apologize for my mistakes and shortcomings. Tried sweet talk and hugging. On the first occasion, she cried in my arms. I also, a little bit, stood firm in her decision. I don't know what that... His English is not his first language, okay? After the second occasion, she was more distant and said she needed some space. So, I tried no contact. But after a week, she had an emergency and reached out. So I drove there and took care of her injuries. She had some kind of skin abrasions. Sounds like it was probably an excuse, an indirect direct approach. After that, she offered me something to drink and we caught up. Meanwhile, I massaged her feet, something I had always done during our relationship. We cuddled a bit, and when I left, I could even kiss her, but I was the active one and it seems clear she didn't want more. After that, I tried no contact, but she texted me once a week to show me her progress from the injuries, and I responded politely. See, she was doing indirect direct approaches there. Then, 10 days ago, we bumped into each other and decided to go for a coffee. After that, we strolled around the city. We were in a good familiar mood, and I sometimes touched her lightly, but she didn't respond. I didn't want to kiss her goodbye, only a hug. Well, in that case, I wouldn't have gone for a kiss goodbye because you just bumped into her on the street. It's not like this was a planned date where she could have been expecting romance. 4 days ago, she asked me for the first time to go out for a beer, so we went and had a good time. When we left and walked, I sometimes touched her, put my arm around her, but she was not responsive and basically ignored it. She's not ready yet, as you could see. But on some high points, she touched me too on my arm and shoulder and held it shortly and generally kept the proximity when walking. So we have a little sign there. She's walking close to him. She's not necessarily responding to his touch yet, but she's also walking close to him, which says, you know, hey, give me some time here. I want to be around you. She asked him out. She set a date with him, but isn't at his level yet. You know, that takes some time. When it was time to say goodbye, she didn't want to kiss, but kissed me on the cheek. I acted mostly untouched by her refusal, making even witty comments about it. Okay, so that's good that you were strong and you didn't get emotional or angry or upset because she wasn't interested yet. That would have made her feel uncomfortable if you tried to force it when she's not ready. Since then, she texted me daily and I think her interest has risen a bit. You think? Overall, I didn't act clingy, but on 3 occasions when I saw her, I always tried some touch to make clear that I'm more than a friend to her. Well, that's good. You let her know that even though she's not ready yet, that's what you're looking for. Okay. She felt that she was not the #1 for me over my hobbies and friends and family obligations. Yes, this can be a real problem in our relationships. One of the things we want to do is feel close and cared about by our partner. And when that doesn't happen, we feel disconnected. And when we feel disconnected, we're not feeling too good. We start to feel anxiety. We start to feel that primal panic, like they don't really care. We feel abandoned, and then we start to have a lot of symptoms of that anxiety. You know, like I talked to you guys about losing emotional self-control, getting angry, manipulative and controlling, and it's only because she really wanted to feel close and you were making her feel unimportant. She felt not really loved and saw, therefore, no future with me. Well, can you blame her? I mean, come on, guys. How can you blame a woman up with you when you don't make her feel like you care about her? Wouldn't you break up with somebody if you didn't feel like they cared about you? I know I would. Okay, he has a few questions here, but then the cool part about this email is that we're going to hear what happened. He said, how do I proceed to win her back? I could sense that her level of interest has risen, but not enough yet, and is also susceptible to interference. Can I now do actively something, invite her out for a walk, or do I have to stay entirely passive, waiting for her to reach out to me? When I see her, is the occasional touch a good thing or a bad? Should I match her level here? Well, I would say, let her reach out to you. This girl is reaching out to you on almost a daily basis. She's interested. Now, the thing is that you can't let her feel like you're not going to be there for her anymore. If she feels like you don't care about her, this is just going to go real quick, okay? Because she needs to feel like you care about her. And so you're going to have to make some major changes in that area. Otherwise, this is just going to fall apart. And you even recognize that by saying to me, I got her back for now. Well, we didn't get to that part. Yeah, let's get to that part. By the way, as far as the occasional touch, you want to wait and see if she touches you first. If she touches you first, then that's a good indicator that it's okay to touch her. And she feels comfortable with that. Okay. Now, this is the email that I got today. So, he says, I have her back for now. It didn't go textbook. What I did was to sit her down and put my arm around her. She was nice, but no reaction so far. Then I asked her if she could make a little concession or a little step to me so that I know that this will not end in a pure friendship. I told her that I would not proceed with a friendship, and I told her what I want for the future. This 2-minute speech was the icebreaker. We then kissed and had sex. After that, she said she didn't expect that outcome. Neither did I. In her mind, it was already finished. I already started watching all your videos about relationships. Hope I get my act together this time. Thank you. Well, that is awesome, because now you have an opportunity that you were looking for, and you can't blame it on anybody else but yourself if it doesn't work. Obviously, it takes 2 people to make a relationship work, and it's not all on you. The burden isn't all on you, but you have your opportunity now. You know what you did wrong. You've been watching a lot of the videos, and you've been getting a much better understanding of what happened in your relationship, and now you can correct it. So, keep up the awesome work. Let her keep coming to you. She's interested. If she doesn't message you for a couple of days, stay calm, okay? Because she's interested, and all you have to do is relax, let it keep going, and I think you'll be in a good place to make her feel like you do care about her this time around. So, if you want to get my help personally, go to my website, askcraig.net, sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching, and I do Skype coaching, and if it's an emergency, I do offer after-hours emergency coaching as well. If you like the video, just throw a like on there. I appreciate that. And be sure to subscribe to the channel, because I do post videos Monday through Friday. That's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.